The priest and the Eucharist. Going back, as I did say, the Last Supper, when Jesus empowered his apostles and made them priests to continue the commemoration of his body and blood, to actually celebrate, to give his people nourishment and strength. Now, the Eucharist, which is the Greek word for thanksgiving, is the highest form of prayer, as the church says, highest summit of prayer. And that is the primary work of the priest, to celebrate the Mass or the Eucharist. And like he is a mediator, stands as the person of Christ to carry the prayers of God's people to God. So that is a very, very important work for the priest, because it is his primary purpose to pray, to mediate on behalf, in the person of Christ, for God's people. And as prayer is a relationship between God and us, so how do we reach out to God in thanksgiving? The Holy Mass gives us that opportunity. And the Holy Mass cannot be celebrated except if the priest ordained, who has been empowered, given the authority by Christ through his bishop to celebrate the Mass, which is the highest form of prayer. Highest form of prayer, the summit of all prayers. The priest has been given that power. So the priest, since he has been empowered to celebrate such prayer, he gets very acquainted, gets a very close relationship with Jesus in the Eucharist, because the Eucharist is his primary role. So as part of his function, he takes it as one of those strong things in his life. He tries to get very acquainted with Jesus through his prayers, his office prayers, the prayers of the church, which sanctifies the priest, and also is a personal adoration with the Eucharist, either private or in public or in the church. So with the acquaintance with Jesus, because Jesus is present in the Eucharist, which the priest celebrates. The priest brings down Jesus during the Holy Mass. So the priest gets much acquainted with Jesus and makes effort to remain holy, so that, of course, it's a mutual relationship between Jesus and the priest. So as the priest has been given the authority to celebrate the Holy Mass, of course, something he does daily, he becomes one with what he does daily. He breaks the bread, he gives the people, he receives the bread, he receives Jesus, and he's of the person of Christ. So how does he inflame, or how does he make this relationship fluster or flourish? Through his prayers, through adoration, and through his commitment.